What's up everyone, welcome back to the channel. So you guys know, I love AirPods, the Pros, the 2s, the 1s. I love every single AirPod that's ever came out. And that's really all the video, dude. I'll see you guys in the next video. Just kidding. So obviously I bought the AirPods 2s and I've kept them for a long time. I think it's been like since last year when they came out. And that's my main set of headphones if I'm traveling somewhere. I have a pair of Beats Pros, I think they're called or whatever. I never use them. I returned my AirPods Pros, so these are my main ones. However, the AirPods 1s, these ones I bought several years ago, I think in 2018. And I keep them in my book bag just in case if I go somewhere quick or I don't bring my regular AirPods 2s, I can keep these in my back pocket or just have them in my book bag just in case I need a pair of headphones. And honestly, even 2 years later, these things still surprise me. And I would almost recommend AirPods 1s over AirPods 2s if you can pick them up for a cheaper price. Now, like I said, I bought these in 2018. They were brand new. They still completely work to this day. The battery is still great. I really have no complaints overall. And obviously, like I said, I use AirPods 2s as my main pair of headphones. But even when I'm in a pinch, I just take these things out and they're perfectly fine. They work just like AirPods 2s. They're exactly the same things. Now, this main thing stems from AirPods Pros, okay? So when I was using AirPods Pros, I noticed that my specific ear type, they just don't fit too well, you know what I mean? And I thought it was just me, but there are tons and tons of people who own AirPods Pros who have tried them, and they just don't fit perfectly in their ear. There's a certain set group of people's ears that fit perfectly fine, and they actually prefer those over AirPods 1s. But for me specifically, and for the people like me, our ear holes are just not meant for those, and they hurt my ears over even 10 minutes of keeping them on. They just hurt like crazy. And it's not just AirPods Pros, it's really any headphones that have those jelly type of fits on the bottom or the ear tips, whatever they're called. So they're not good for a lot of people. So that really brings me down to either AirPods 2s or AirPods 1s or Galaxy Buds or whatever. But I definitely do like AirPods 1s more since they fit into my ear a lot better. Now, one of the biggest complaints I've seen about AirPod 1s is basically the battery life. A lot of people have issues with their battery, every single time most of the time when I see reviews on Reddit or I see comments about them, even on my own videos, people are like, these were great at a time, but they only lasted for about 7 months and the battery started dying and this and that. And I'm not really too sure why that's happening. I will probably try to investigate and see specifically why those issues keep happening. Me personally, I really haven't had too many issues. Like I said, I bought these 2 years ago. They still work perfectly fine. And honestly, I don't even keep them in that great condition. I keep them in my book bag. They get waddled around everywhere. They get thrown around. And yeah, the body has a lot of scratches, but the headphones still work completely. The battery life, still charges everything perfectly fine. And honestly, at the end of the day, dude, these things, like I said, not only are they cheaper than regular AirPods 2s, but they almost do 95% of everything AirPods 2s can do. There's some differences. Some AirPods 2s obviously can connect faster. The AirPods 2s can connect faster to your devices. I think they have the T2 chip. If you get the wireless charging case, that has the ability to wirelessly charge the AirPods and everything, which is a nice touch. But ultimately for these ones, I really don't mind plugging them in. And the cool thing is regular AirPods are about $160 at the Apple Store brand new. These things, I've seen these go for about $130 on Amazon, which is actually really, really cheap. And they're even cheaper on eBay. I'm sure you can get them for $120, maybe even $100 or $110 if you look hard enough. And honestly, if I break a pair of AirPods, I can easily go and get another set. It's not that big of a deal because they're not extremely expensive. So in my opinion, dude, these things are still durable. These things are still perfectly fine. And as even a main pair of headphones, they still work perfectly great. And I produce a lot of music, if you guys don't know. I make songs and stuff. If you listen to the end of this channel, the outro, I produce that song. You can check out my things on SoundCloud and stuff. And for a majority of songs, I make them on my AirPods sometimes. It just depends though. I kind of switch over to my main set of beats, if I'm actually trying to produce, but even those ones aren't that good. And some of you guys might be able to tell that I make them on my AirPods because they're not that good. But at the end of the day, I still love these AirPods 1s. They're an extremely good deal in 2020. And obviously, if you can't get a pair of those, obviously get the AirPods 2s. But I would highly recommend picking these up. They're still completely fine for a majority of tasks. Really, if it's between the AirPods 2s and AirPods 1s, I would say get the AirPods 1s to save money. But if it's between the 1s and the Pros, then definitely check with the Pros and see if they fit in your ear right. If you don't like those in-ear headphones that are super deep and they fit into your ear hole exactly, if you don't like those, then definitely go with the AirPods 1s or 2s. I would not recommend picking up the Pros if your ear type is anything like mine. So that's really pretty much it. If you guys have any other questions or anything, let me know in the comment section below. If you want to purchase those AirPods like I stated below, links will be down in the description. Hit the like button if you guys enjoyed the video, but definitely hit that subscribe button. Every single subscriber that we get really does count, so it means so much if you guys can hit that. Also check out the other links down in the description as well. My Twitter, my Instagram, my second channel. All those links are linked down below. I'd really appreciate if you guys could check it out. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.